Did you guys have some frame rate problems this morning? I sure did.
I didn't even notice. I'm not as jacked as you are.
I was about to say, I think I keep it down on like 30 or 60 or something. I mean, I'm running off my laptop, so.
Okay. Yeah, so we are doing the server upgrade thing. I'm getting Ben on that today. Got him some cred to study what we have with Apex and see how hard it's going to be to move it over. So that's fun.
We got to get Mike. Do you go by Mike or Michael? I don't even know.
Most people call me Michael, but I mean, I go by almost any four-letter name. We got to
get Michael a custom skin because he's looking pretty generic here.
I mean, he looks like he's got a couple of really nice pink balls going on there.
Well, and that's what my boy Gavin boot me up with, some armor or whatever. But
we're going to need everyone to make their heads different too.
We tried to get one loaded. I did load a custom skin, and it was all blurred out. I don't know. It was like a spider or something, a spider in a tux, but who knows?
Spider in a tux. That's weird.
I've got a tuxedo for Jen's party, by the way. I have a tuxedo skin for her.
I seriously, Craig, I am terrified of playing a show. I don't know if I remember how to play guitar.
I'm not at all worried.
Okay, thank you. That's all. I just wanted that.
Isn't there like a jukebox in here with some CDs we can put in? I mean,
so one thing we figured out is that you can have up to 12 records, and this is before Ben, right? So after Ben, it might be infinite because that guy knows everything. But what we know we could do now is map those 12 records to our own audio. So like Mine and M Blues tunes, or like a Welcome to the Uplift kind of thing, or like a something, right? So like we could basically have those messages throughout the world, and we could change them periodically as well. So like a record might be one thing for a month or a quarter or whatever, but then you have to like go and find them in all the dungeons and stuff, right? So they become like a hyper rare discoverable thing that would be, I think, really cool. What are you doing there, buddy?
I'll show you. Hang on.
All right.
Wow, that's what your water looks like.
Yeah, his stuff is legit.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be watching your screen and running into walls because I want to see what it looks like. Like I say, you can see the Bitcoin mine from scuba diving.
Oh really? Oh cool. Hey, can you turn around so I can take a picture?
Who?
Smile.
Me? Not you. You're good. Boink. And actually, I'm gonna practice my selfie taking. Boink.
Hey, I did one the other. Matter of fact, I took one in front of the Bitcoin farm last night. I think. I don't know. It was a blur.
Could you turn around again, please? Hey, there's a dolphin.
There is a dolphin. I've never seen a dolphin.
I just screamed about a dolphin. Oh shit! That's
and he has a name tag, so he will permanently live here, and his name is EOS Dolphin.
Oh yeah, is that real?
Yeah, I just did that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was going to say, I've been in this swamp quite a bit, and I've never seen a dolphin. I have a little. I
just put him here.
Well, that's what I just picked up on that. Well, I have a little fish sanctuary over here, so
nice.
We'll see it by the beach.
You can actually, if you get some cod, if you catch some fish, you can actually feed the dolphins, and they'll be.
Got to get some cod, eh?
Yeah, cod and chips is the way to go.
Right. So yeah, take me to this Bitcoin mine. I want to. Is it downstairs?
Well, I mean, if you want to see it from the outside, let's drop down.
That's cool.
This is the liquid cooling side.
Oh, so of course it is.
There's a bat flying around in there too.
Oh my God, that looks so good on your computer. Jesus.
So anyway, I didn't realize they glowed like that. They just look like teal on my screen. So anyway, but yeah, little pumps and kind of playing around with it. But I had to make some liquid cooling just to go along with the bigger farm. But
you actually have. And so anyone who doesn't know who EOSUSA Michael is, Jimmy and I actually were on live with him on BP and Chill a couple Mondays back, and he actually took us for a tour of the liquid cooled Bitcoin mine that he actually runs, which is checks notes really cool.
Yeah, we got lots and lots of these style vats, basically slam full of Bitcoin miners and pumps and stuff doing it. So
I'm going to hold Michael to his offer for me to go and actually see the place in person, because it's not that far from me.
Let's say anytime you're up here. I mean, it's probably about 10, 12 hours up 95.
You know, Savannah is 6 hours for me, so it's not.
You're in Savannah?
No,
Savannah's
I'm in Central Florida, but so it's 6 hours from here to Savannah. That much I know.
That's what I figured, is that because that's why we go to Disney World all the time.
Yep. Yeah, I'm about 90 miles west of Disney World on the Gulf Coast.
Hey,
over by Tampa.
I gotta go for a minute. Don't have any fun.
What? Okay. Well, where did Michael go?
What are you talking about?
So what do we got? We got a workshop in here with all sorts of tools and toys. Nice.
You want me to show you around, or am I waiting?
Yeah, man. Give us the tour. I'll follow you, and we'll show everybody what's going on here.
Well, let's go in the front door then first.
Okay.
So one thing to look for, and I went through and I added all these. There's a front door sign here. So if you look, I tried to put signs. If you're walking people around and can't remember, because I'm sure you're going to be having to remember a lot of different places. So anyway, so we got our beacon over here, our red, white, and blue beacon that shines through. So may put those on all the major landmarks. So when you're here, you can kind of get a bearing on what's where.
Nice. I like the beacons.
We'll see some more of those. Yeah, like I say, the red, white, and blue. Obviously, got to stick with that theme. So, of course, we got the front door. We got some kitchens and back doors and stuff here, but we'll go in the front door. And got kind of the main hallway here.
Nice.
So the kitchen and the library. We'll swing down to the library real quick. So what's kind of cool about this is that's due east, looking out the window. So I get to see the sunrise, and I'm looking over. Remember, I always made fun that Corey sold me some swampland, so I went and found some swampland and built my house over it. So it looks swampy to me. I don't know what it. Yeah, what does it look like to you? It's, I don't know. Doesn't look as swampy on your view. I guess I need texture.
Yeah, the water gets a nice blue clear color with the shaders on. So
yeah, it's got.
So has anybody told you about enchanting and enchanting tables yet?
I have an enchanting table only because it looks cool and had a book on it. But
right. So well, once we get into survival mode, you can make your tools last longer, make them more powerful, make your weapons sharper, and you do that with an enchanting table. So basically, where you have these library shelves, they all need to be kind of in a circle around the enchanting table. But if you have 15 bookshelves, you get the maximum power for enchantment. So be thinking about putting your enchanting table in your library when it comes to that time of the game.
We'll make a new room for that. We'll make an enchanting room. You'll walk in. You want to talk about a library? Oh, it'll be nothing but books.
Nice.
You'll see. Go big or go home.
There's a Minecraft project out in the world, and it's called the Library of Banned Books. And what they do is you can make books in Minecraft, and you can add text to them. You can you make them any length. So what they did is they went around the world and they surveyed countries that have really repressive regimes, and they took books that are banned and they put them in a Minecraft library. So you can log into this Minecraft world and you can read things you're not allowed to read in your country. And so that's that thing that we talk about, something like doing real world good in Minecraft, which seems like what? This is the thing. If you live in North Korea or another country that has a really repressive regime, you can go read about things that you're not allowed to read about. So Minecraft.
Yeah, it's a virtual world.
Yep.
So of course get the kitchens that way. We'll go. We're circling back around down here. Is
this where your creepy dungeon is down here?
Well, no, we're not at the dungeon just yet. So we're back down at the I call this the basement or whatever.
Nice.
Everybody always plays the dun, 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 dun. So yeah, got the workshop down here, and
on.
Got a back door out here. I guess while there's Corey hanging out at my attractions wall. So we'll swing through here. Got a little fish pond.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
Ended up having to do some work on this because, fun fact, there's a Bitcoin farm directly underneath this. It's the entire length of the house and everything. So, and then I went a little more. So anyway, but while we were down here, I figured I'd swing through here and see the kitchen.
Nice.
See that. So we'll take a quick. This is my shortcut path. So if you come here and just go up.
What's funny is watching y'all that have never played in survival mode leave doors open.
Oh yeah. Okay, you got the mob thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get zombies in your house.
There you go. All right. Well, I'll have to go back and look at it. So we'll still wait on Corey to see the Bitcoin mine. I'll run through some of the other rooms. So started off with a bedroom, called this the purple room. for obvious reasons.
Nice.
So it's a spare bedroom is what its official name is. But then we go up here, and I forget even what I called this one. Lounge, living room, maybe. I came up the stairs. You come up here. How are you still looking?
I lost you. There's stairs in here?
Yeah, over here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, so I hadn't made it yet, but you'll see from the outside, there's actually a big spire that kind of comes out of this mountain. So I'm going to build it up and make a clock tower that you can go up and see the world in. But so far, it's just a little, it's just the beginnings of the tunnel and then a dead end. So
nice.
Anyway, we got a little window, a little overlook window and whatnot. But you get the idea that that's some future expansion.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we come over here. Let's go up to the master bedroom. This is the penthouse.
Let's just say that to all the Minecraft tour guides.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Why don't you have a seat right here, big boy?
Nice.
Like, got to go with a common theme.
Well, of course.
Got the mushroom pictures, you know, and got a beautiful view of the neighbor's mountain.
Is that somebody else's land over there?
Well, not exactly. The edge of this mountain, which is probably why it terraformed the way that it did, is the actual edge of the EOSUSA community center land.
I gotcha.
So that is EOSUSA land, but it'll be a deeded plot.
Gotcha.
So I may still take it and just expand over to there, but right now that's why I say I'm kind of keeping it over here. So
listen to all of us talking like developers now.
I had to figure it out. And I mean, you'll see is that it's effective use of your real estate. And then, of course, you go up and you go down. So,
yep.
So out here, this is just really, there's a path. And, of course, it'll go up. You can see a little bit of I got a platform up there and a path. But, like I say, that'll ultimately become a clock tower that kind of comes out of the spire.
Yeah, I got you. That's pretty cool, man.
This little path that runs all the way around. So let's head on back down. Go down this way. So we're back on the second floor. We're gonna go down to the main hallway. Let's see, what's the best way to get there? Yeah, we'll go to the kitchen. I guess Corey's busy, so he stood me up again.
I mean, you know, whatever.
He stands me up and then kills me. Like I say, I turn my back for a little bit and I come back and how do I die in creative mode? Oh, Corey.
Yeah, he's had a lot of crazy stuff going on. I mean, and it's not just what we're seeing in here. There's a lot of moving parts.
I know, right? That's what I say. Is I feel sorry for him that, you know, I mean, he's got even more than any of us could not probably handle. So
I love a kitchen with a booth, with like a restaurant booth table.
Okay, you like that? That's what I was kind of. Matter of fact, I saw that table idea at the Crownlandia headquarters, whatever, and I was like, I can do that.
My great uncle Theo and his wife Jackie, they had a like a red leatherette booth in the corner of their house when I was a little guy, and I loved nothing better than go to their house to eat because I got to sit like in a restaurant booth in their kitchen.
I love booths. That's what I mean. I hate hard chairs and whatnot, but I should have probably gone red. But the black and orange seemed to kind of pop in here.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Nice job. So you've been learning an awful lot about how to build stuff, how to analog stuff. You know, like how to make basins and sinks and things that look like ovens. And stuff.
The basin and sink that was a Gavin special. So he showed me. He was like, "Is this supposed to be a sink?" I'm like, "Man, it's just a table that looked cool. It's like a chanting table. I don't know what I do with it, but it looked nice."
Right.
But he made that, and I was like, "I can do that." I had to find the cauldron. You know, I had to go figure out what the hell was that used. But like I say, kind of figuring it out as I go. So, all right, I guess Corey's gonna miss this and have to come back and catch it.
He'll have to watch it on video. That's
so you'll notice we're heading down to the IT department. I don't know if you see
right.
So
Yep.
So we bebop on down here. And if we head over into this is the liquid cooling. So this is, I'll lose you. There you are.
No, I'm here.
So this was the liquid cooling side of it.
This looks alarmingly like the photographs that I saw. Of your place.
See, it doesn't look like that. And see, the water's moving. I can see the texture of the water a lot more, but I made it tilted in the middle so it looks like the fluid's moving.
Oh, I got you.
that's why it's got those ripples like that as opposed to just still water. But anyway, long story short, yeah, I just kind of played around with it, and yeah, they look a lot better in your world.
Well, I had some support to get this computer. I don't want anybody to think that I'm not grateful for having a cool set of tools now to play this game. So
we'll come over here to the Bitcoin. So this is, like I say, if you go sideways, you'll just see it's rows and rows and rows. It's all the Bitcoin. So this is what I was doing while I was working on the ultra rares airdrop strip last night, is that I had to run it and wait 15 minutes, and I was like, I can bang out some blocks. So
that is cool.
There's another light all the way down at the end. I tried to keep it dark, but have a little bit of light. Now down at the straight ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I say, it goes relatively deep. That's what she said.
Nice.
So like I say, but anyway, it's just walls and walls of Bitcoin miners. I mean, nothing too, I guess, impressive or whatever.
It's pretty neat, man. Nobody else in our world has thought to build a Bitcoin mine. So
well, and I know exactly what they look like. Like I say, I got pictures of them and got to play around. I was like, yeah, that looks kind of like it. I wish that the frames weren't brown. If I could get like gray frames, that'd be cool. But
yeah, I can't think of a way to do that.
Once I figured out that frame would shrink it down, I was like, ooh, yeah, I think I could do that with some emeralds. So
yeah, this is like an economy crushing number of emerald blocks you have here too. Like if we ever turn on the real economy, you have to lock some of this stuff down.
Emeralds and diamonds. Hey, do you know what a Bitcoin miner is worth today? I don't know if your in-game mechanics is worth as much as the miner.
Right. Well, like the guys over there at Boyd, they built it looks like a landing pad for a shuttlecraft, and it's all diamond blocks and gold blocks, and I'm like, damn, we're gonna have to tear that down and sell it.
I was gonna say, that's an Elon Musk platform right there, baby.
Right. That's pretty cool, man.
And then, of course, if you look up, so that's it worked out well that the other end of that ladder, because it didn't always come down, but it's like an elevator now. So now you're in the workshop.
Yeah, I see it.
Whenever I'm cutting in and out, it was for me is the reason I did it. But
right,
like I say, it's
beautiful, man. I can't believe. For those that don't know, Mike's been playing Minecraft for about 5 days.
5 days. 5 days ago, I don't know. It was 6 days because it was Thursday that we met that morning. And I remember stopping you and being like, hold on, Greg, how do you break a block? And you kind of stopped and went, oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I've come a long way.
I've got an idea.
You're going to block it in.
Yeah, of course I am. Let's see. Let's do it with Obsidian. Well, he's in creative mode. That won't matter. I saw that. That was actually hilarious, man.
That's why I was like, I'm going to start using TNT so he knows it was me, because I didn't put a light in there.
All right, here we go.
I was busy building a roller coaster. I didn't have time to make it pretty. If you make a date and then ditch out on it, you get blocked.
That's it. That's what happens. Oh, no, he's moving. He caught me. He must have heard it.
Yeah, it's funny.
So he's not in the stream with us, but let me tell you my next thing for Corey is it's just 2 words: chicken bomb.
Is that going to be like the cat infestation?
Pretty much. Except he doesn't have a permanent home. Like most of us have a place like this that we consider our house in Minecraft. Yeah. Corey, he has one over by the cathedral. He's never there. So like he wouldn't find what I would put there for months. But like I filled
the problem would be an infestation by the time of it. You put 2 there and just leave it.
Yeah, I put 4 polar bears in there a few months ago. I think they're still probably wandering around in his house.
I did hear about the bears. There's something about bears.
Nice. So did I see the whole IT department or?
Oh no, you haven't seen the server room yet. So we're
geez. All right, I'm coming down.
It'll be a quick one, but it's more of a parody fun. Come all the way down, yeah.
Here we go.
So I don't know if you can come in here and see. This is my server room.
Everything's on fire. Everything is on fire. Yeah. Need some liquid cooling in there.
There you go. Right? I mean, if you know, I mean, I break a lot of shit. I got a lot of servers, so there's some parity to it. So
That's
anyway,
hilarious,
that's
man.
like, if I'm gonna make a server room,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have time. I'll come back and do something. But
Yeah,
like, that's a pretty funny.
I'm taking a screenshot of that one right there. Is what I'm doing. Yeah, EOSUSA gave us a tour of their server room. There it is.
There you go. Right. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, it's an ongoing joke. I mean, hey, I break a lot of shit, but like last year, our building got struck by lightning. Like 7 fire trucks showed up. I mean,
geez.
It blew out megawatts worth of breaker panels and whatnot. It was crazy. So, and that's why I was like, ain't none of y'all got acts of God on your excuse list.
Literally, lightning hit us. Literally,
go down because the fireman made me unplug it. I mean,
right.
Here's a picture. Here's a selfie. They say, you know, pictures or it didn't happen, and I was like, all right, boom.
So, for those of you that are just joining us or don't know, EOSUSA Michael has been playing Minecraft for 6 days.
Yes.
And he's been hard at it. Like I've gone to bed and seen him still on here doing stuff, and woke up at 6:30 in the morning and see him still on here doing stuff. So he's been obsessively building his home in Minecraft, which includes air-cooled bit mining and water-cooled bit mining and a flaming server room. Art imitating life here.
That path goes all the way down to the bedrock or whatever, although it's a long way down.
Right. Yeah. You know, later this year, there's going to be an update to caves and the underground system. It's called the Caves and Cliffs update. It's like the first major update in a year or so. Like, I remember when they added the idea of coral reefs and tropical seas and stuff, and it was a huge change for the game. So the bedrock is going to get dropped, I think, 100 more levels, and the build limit's going to go up by a considerable amount too. So we're going to have more space, more spatial area to build stuff in. But what I don't know is, like, we can't upgrade until we know all the plugins and the supporting stuff works with the new update. But I don't even know if we would. I don't want to make the world over, right? Because if everybody's built stuff underground, that might get destroyed if we did that. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out for us. It's one of those mysteries of life we'll have to contend with.
Yeah, definitely don't, because I am this level and below is obviously all below sea level. So, like I said, my Bitcoin farm is officially underwater. I did learn that if you only have one block between you and the sea, it leaks. So I had to go back and put a second layer, a half block layer. That's why if you look up, you'll notice there's a half block layer. And
if you use the steps to make a roof line. And there's if it's just, you know, step on step, like step corner to step, it'll leak in the house as well. So that's another thing that you'll look for. Yeah,
fair enough.
I kind of like the leaking water though. It reminds you you're underwater.
I did. I mean, originally I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then I was like, but fundamentally, I mean, it was this big open area because that fish farm you saw up there, the whatever is, I don't know, back in this back corner down there. So. Like say it was going to be like a quarter of my Bitcoin farm was going to be dripping in water, and I'm like, there's just something wrong about that.
Yeah, Ginny dug a murder pit under the pyramid at Chicken Ka, and so she's like, now I can make my murder pit even deeper. Yes, that will be a thing.
Well, like I say, I just keep going down and down and down and down. So whenever I have another, I don't know, I'll probably do my enchanting room up top. I got a little bit more room up top, but anyway, yeah. Keep going down and making big floors of things. So
there we go. Yeah, at least Chandler, you built this. Well, yeah, the server room's on fire. Of course, Michael built it. But,
yeah, you know it's EOSUSA whenever the server room's on fire. Yeah. Hey, that's and I run those in real life, you know.
Right on. So I guess we lost Corey permanently. I don't know. Something big must be up.
I guess. I mean, hopefully he's doing something cool. So I guess he's gonna miss the ride. Oh,
there I go. Did I miss you?
I went back up to the main hallway and then
okay. You breaking stuff?
I did. I broke my door. I left click instead of right click. And then of course there's a path that goes all the way up. That's the majority of it here. There's a couple of paths. There's a back door that goes to a layer even lower than the Bitcoin farm, and it goes up to the clock tower, but it's not really fleshed out too much yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of flying around showing everybody the view.
There you go. Well, we're about to take off and fly over to the fun side of things.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, you guys, we haven't even seen the roller coaster yet.
Yeah, I was about to say this is just my house that I built in my spare time. So
I got a nice path down here. Oh, so you've already got the light sensors.
yeah, well, that was
And
so Gavin showed me that, and then yes, I picked up on it, and I added lights to the rail station last night, and yeah, he showed me those. So I've gotten a few tips and tricks, and then he built this house over here whenever we first got started, and
right.
showed me how to do things, and
Yeah, I think this is the clearing where I showed you how to break blocks. As a matter of fact, I think it was probably right in here
think it
somewhere.
might have actually been under where the roller coaster is now.
Oh,
I think
okay, okay.
exactly what it was. It's where the roller coaster first goes underground. We'll come back to that.
I got you. Nice little house.
So yeah, it's Gavin's house. So like I say, I think he's got his armor and stuff in there. It's got a basement, but this is where we kind of got everything started. So
all right,
of course,
so I'm going to let you tour guide us through this. I'm trying to find you in the game here. There you are. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I want you to do the reveal. I'll just camera and you tell us what's going on here.
So what you're looking at here, and I think it was Jimmy and Corey that wrote it whenever they were on their video, but this was the proof of concept that, hey, we should build a roller coaster. It kind of works like this. And he, Gavin, my guy, showed me, yeah, this is how it works, these little nuances. And so I can do that. And then built the other one. So this will probably come down, but it was the original. It was proof of concept, and it works. It goes around.
Man, they haven't torn down Space Mountain just because they built better roller coasters. This is going to be historic. So, you want to keep this. That's
leaving it here or making it the kiddie one or whatever. So
right.
It's still here at this point. Obviously, we got a lot of land, so it doesn't have to get reclaimed yet. But this cool. is prime real estate, and technically, it's not in our land. I don't think it might be. The land line runs right through here. And the reason he built that house out there is because somebody told me he added my builder and he didn't. I don't know who that was, but he couldn't mine any of the blocks on this side. So he built it over there.
Actually, I can probably tell you exactly where it is lot line wise.
I was using
it's just inside. It's just inside.
This is, and it may have been right after we got, I think, yeah, maybe it runs right on the line that we did it. But anyway, the reason the house is over there, and I'll probably give that plot to Gavin, is because that we couldn't get started that first night. And I was like, just build over here.
Beautiful. Yeah, this one block right here, this one step block is actually outside the red line, but everything else in the roller coaster is in bounds. So you're good to go.
Well, like I said, he probably did that intentionally. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, this is really kind of the proof of concept, but it does work. And then I took those and just go big or go home.
I got to change my screen here. There we go. Oh my Lord.
See, I don't know. I guess I'll let you pan up over it. I mean, you see there's an observation tower that gives you a pretty good perspective.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I built it. So from this angle, you can see the EOSUSA. Yeah, you can see the EOSUSA sign. The tall stuff's in the back and around up, and then it dips in. I mean, it goes through an underground aquarium.
This is a working roller coaster.
Yeah, we're about to ride it here in a second. So here's the question: Do you want to ride it first, and then have me show you the features because you're about to?
Yeah. All right, coming back over here. Let's do it. Let's do a ride on it for sure.
All right, I'm still working on some of the mechanism.
Sure.
What you'll notice, that's what Corey told me. He was like, yeah, delete your cart. I'm like, no. It's actually, you're supposed to be able to get your own cart. But so we click the lever, and of course, we can do, you can get a cart out. I think I just pushed them all down, but. And get it back.
Oh, nice! You even got it routed. How cool is that? Can I jump in this one?
Yeah, go ahead and hop in, and you're about to take off. I'm gonna give you a push.
All right.
I think there we go. Yeah. All right, here you go. I'm gonna watch your screen. So you're going up. So up. And then you're about to go around the first loop.
I can't even keep up.
That's what I say. If you know it, the second time it'll be a little easier because you're kind of
look at this.
And so now you're up at the time. You're still not actually at the highest. You got another little loop.
Woohoo! I feel like I should throw my hands in the air. Like
I know, right? Now this is the big one. So this one goes all the way up, and you're about to go over the double jump. So,
oh, geez, there's jumps.
One. Whoa,
Those are aerial
two.
jumps. Aerial. Oh, there's a card on the track. See, this is how you get banished to the hinterlands. There we go.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that was probably mine. I saw Corey earlier and I jumped out while I was riding it. So I think I left that there. So now we go down. We're going into the place. Now we come back out. And another jump. Whoa.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
Now we go down and up and around. And now this is an
aquarium. Nice.
And then the aquarium on the inside.
Nice.
You don't realize there's one underground as well. It's all one big aquarium, but that's what I say. When you go back, and we'll take a look at it. And then you're coming here and about to hit the last double jumps. Whoop.
That's
boom. And
crazy.
you fall into a hole. You actually go into a hole. Boom. There's another little aquarium here at the end. And here we are at the beginning.
Dude.
And we'll do it over again.
That is the best. That is the best.
I like to say I had some fun. There's a lot of fence posts.
Yeah. That's amazing. That structure is amazing. Can you imagine if you had to go chop down enough trees to make that many fence posts?
Say that again?
Can you imagine if you had to go chop down all the trees to make that many fence posts? Because that's what's going to happen in survival mode.
I know, right? Well, and I built a lot of that house actually when I was getting started. I mean, I was in regular mode. So, and even when Gavin built the other houses, that we weren't in creative mode yet. So I was whacking trees and mining stone, and he was over there building. But then, like I said, he said wood. That's what because I went and whacked down some of those, dark oaks or whatever, or river, whatever, and left him with wood, and then he came back and built the proof of concept. And I was like, okay, Corey, I need creative mode now.
Right. Yep. This is beautiful, man.
Once you can get a bearing on the layout of the course, you can kind of keep up with it. But,
right.
And then this one in the middle, there's another aquarium there. That aquarium goes all the way up underneath and inside. So when you wrap around it.
How did you solve the problem with your tropical fish not despawning?
They want to swim out. I don't know if I have solved the problem, but I stuck them in there. The first time they all disappeared. The second time, I think some of them stayed, but they may all be gone.
Oh, we can jump off that. There we go. Oh, and I let the card go. Darn it.
It's fine. I mean, it'll find a resting spot. A lot of times it'll actually stop over here by the track or whatever. So
I learned a trick. It used to be that in order to keep the fish and other things you spawn into the world from despawning, you had to put a name tag on them, like I did with the dolphin.
Yeah.
But if you take a bucket of water and you catch tropical fish,
yeah,
and then you release them from the bucket, they don't despawn. So I went around yesterday spawning tropical fish and then caught them in a bucket and released them, and they all stayed. So.
Right. So what I figured out was that I could grab one that I liked in a bucket from one aquarium because there was, I think
that's what happened. Yep.
And so I was like, I like that red one. So I went and picked them up and dropped like 6 of his buddies in the other aquarium, and that must be why some of them are hanging out.
Yep. Yep. And in creative mode, you can just spam tropical fish right out of the bucket. So I placed about 40 of them around. I built a logo over there for CSX. It's like a beach with a coral reef under it. And I spawned a bunch of tropical fish yesterday, and they've survived even logging back on. So that big victory. I was thinking every time the CSX people were going to come visit, I'd have to go out there and oh shit, got to put some more fish in there. But it turns out
that's what I was doing. I was like, hey, where's all the fish from underneath here? And I'm like, all right, I'll go get some more, I guess. But
I just Michael, this is just super impressive, and it's one build after another where people have done things that nobody's thought of in here yet. That's extraordinary, man. That's the most fun plot in the cluster for sure.
Well, that makes me happy to hear that. I mean, I feel like I'm working with a bunch of super Minecraft, experts. So
well, yeah, you're not slacking. So yeah, no, you did a fine. And I also love the Statue of Liberty. Corey and I had a look at this the other day. I'll show it off.
Yeah, I'm still working on that, trying to figure out exactly. But yeah, so it's dropped down in there. You saw it. I liked it at night having that little bit of border, so I had a little bit of sea lantern.
Right.
I think I'm going to build.
And yes, it goes all the way down.
Yeah, and it's hollow on the inside. Now, fun fact, it's full of water. So every now and then I'll go in there and I'll just keep whacking away with some sponges and keep trying to drop the water level. But there's a lot. I think I sent Corey a screenshot as I was sponge, and I hit the wrong button and threw my sponge, and I looked down and it's like 20,000 leagues under the sea. When you look down and just say, F it.
that is pretty. Oh, look at that with the sun, the dusk sky back there. Nice.
Yeah, there's an island. It's right on the edge of our whole land that if you catch it just right, you can catch the sunset and the island and
beautiful
and Lady Liberty and whatnot. So, and like I say, that glow under the bottom. I'm still playing around with it, but anyway, that'll be the next thing to try to figure out over there.
I'm just knocked out by the roller coaster. That's
well, like I say, the cool thing. Let's see, where you at, and see what you may find impressive as a builder is 6 days in. I've learned some of the tricks of hiding the redstone and whatnot.
Right.
Like you don't realize it, but if we go down into gotta get in the this. Where you at? You ever here by me?
Yep, I'm here.
So if you go behind these blocks, there's actually a whole network of
of course there is
of all these redstones and everything that power all the rails.
Yeah.
I had that rails. And of course, when Gavin was building it, he was sticking those flares or whatever that were everywhere. And so I started playing around with it, and he showed me one where he, started routing the dust, and I was like, oh, I can do that, and learn some of the nuances of how it works. But then went back in and started hiding and tucking it away. And I even finally figured out that you can put those, but you can put the carpet over top of it, and it still powers it underneath it.
Yeah, you can do that with light sources too. You can put a torch under that, and it would still create light even though you can't see the torch. So like in an indoor room, you can put lighting under the floor.
Really?
And, there's no obvious source of light, but the room glows. Yeah.
Well, I think I accidentally laid it down on top of one, and I went, wait a minute. If I can get it close enough, I mean, it's not a perfect match, but oh yeah, definitely. And then I did it on there's some grass, The problem is that, it's over here. So like I said, these all, come over here.
I got myself stuck here. Here we go.
There you go. So there was, I needed to get power over to these rails. I needed to get power over to these rails. I had power that was going down into these, caverns and whatnot. So that's why, like I said, I built that network of tunnels, service tunnels underneath it that actually feed it, and then threw the carpet on top of it, blended in. So you didn't even see.
Yeah, I was going to say the green wool carpet is a good match for grass. Yeah.
I didn't like all those red lines and the torches everywhere. So I've been trying to go back in and kind of aesthetically clean it up some. So
I feel like you're a guy that spent a fair amount of time at Disney World.
I mean, I've spent some time there, but.
Yeah. Well, I've been going there all my life, and for me now, my favorite thing is not the rides, and it's watching how they did things, looking to see how they managed.
I was already like that because I watched the History Channel show or whatever where they talked about, they built the city below the city, and you don't realize there's a whole.
I've been in there. Yeah.
So I love that the logistics of it. Correct. I don't know. Maybe some of that did come to play. I grew up going to Six Flags over Texas. That's
there you go. Okay.
Like I said, it had the largest wooden roller coaster at one time. So, like I say, I guess this is where it's part of my childhood memories. But
I think for all of us that are grown-ups that play in the Minecraft world, I tend to build houses in the water or on the beach, just because that's a soothing thing to me to have a house where there's water and fish around it.
I mean, I'm from like the backwoods Arkansas, so the mountain home and a lake and whatnot, that kind of worked out well for me versus a beach house or whatever.
Right.
I live on the coast now, but I'm from backwoods Arkansas. So.
Well, we're gonna have to wrap this up. I've got a couple of things I got to get through this afternoon. I do have an outside job, but that
I do too. Although it's being a BP on wax and all these chains. So
right on. Hey, before I let you go, well, we're at the broadcast off. You hang around. We'll talk for a minute or two in just a minute. But thank you, Michael, for giving us the tour of the EOSUSA plot.
Absolutely glad to have you, and I'll keep building and bring you back whenever I get some more cool stuff.
So yeah, real life Bitcoin miner has built a Bitcoin mine in the Minecraft world. So if we could get it to produce actual Bitcoin, I think we'd be honest with it.
Did you see him talking about that? I mean, Lisa's dead set on that. So
yeah, I like Lisa's ideas about giving, about like finding ways to support people in the Minecraft world. That's a central thing for Corey and I both. Like the first thing he ever did was created a shit coin called Shipple. You remember that, right? So he gave me like, and I'm like, but I don't understand. It doesn't have any currency value. I don't understand why you would do this. It really, for him, was just proof of concept. He says and a whole bunch of people wanted it. And, oh, where can I get some of this Shipple? You know, like so. I was sitting here thinking one night, and I do a lot of work locally with homeless charities and food banks and things like that. And I was trying to think of a way to make something happen in the real world. So he gave me 10 million Shipple. And I went on the group in Facebook one night and I said, well, if y'all will go out and donate to your local food bank or homeless shelter right now and give me the receipt,
yeah,
I'll give you 100,000 Shipple. And we raised like $600 or $700 in a matter of hours. People ran out and donated
a couple $100.
Right. So we found a way to create a demand for something and feed that demand by people making them go do good things in the world.
That's what I was talking to Lisa. I was like, oh, I love it all. I don't understand how you're going to pay for it. And she's like, I mean, we've got that. That's a whole separate mechanism. And I'm like, all right.
Okay.
These ideas are great.
Yeah. And I really need to get a better understanding of DAC and governance and all that, because I can see that these like little city structures that are growing up in this world, that the kind of governance may be the perfect thing. And people that are coming to this because they're all from that world will understand it already.
Well, I mean,
I don't, but others will. So
you even talk about, I think it's, the landowner gets the commission or whatever, as that payout or whatever. Well, imagine if you were part of the DAC or DAO that you could vote on, we're actually going to do 20% out and, 80% distribute.
Yeah. And we've talked about at Chicken Ka, designating a charity to get funds from us.
Those types of things.
Oh, he's back. Oh, hi, Corey.
Just in time.
I know what happened. I think I know. He was fired up before this live stream because awesome stuff was happening. So it looks like more awesome stuff is happening.
I was about to say he can't speak. He's speechless. Is that possible?
It never happens.
Why don't you hop on the roller coaster? That'll relieve some.
That's a really good idea. I'm gonna go do that. Please hold.
Greg said he's got to go, but you should watch him.
I'll hang for a few more minutes.
Stick around.
It's one thing to watch somebody else doing it. Like I said, I was watching the pig ride the roller coaster. I still have no clue how the hell that happened, but I came up to my roller coaster and I'm like, there's a pig in one of those carts. Let me see if this will work. Oh my God.
I'm going to post up by these jumps. The jumps are the best thing. That is so cool, man.
I'm gonna take a page out of Ben's book and like throw out some spoilers for this call.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, how do I even do this?
That's right. You weren't here for the training.
The what? There's training. What do I need to know?
How to do a coaster.
Oh,
you gotta come.
There's a way to do it. All right. I was gonna. Oh no, I've done this.
I provide your carts for you. That's why I said you talked about deleting the cart, which Greg did run into my cart that I left on the track. But so I'm gonna push you out here.
Oh, and then you do that lever thing that closes the loop. Chug.
What it'll do is if you close that, it'll power the rails, and then the lever's down, and when you come, it'll kick you out of the cart. Is the way it's designed. But we're still working on some of that. But
cool.
Corey. Oh wait, I'm not screen sharing this. What a dummy.
Oh, me neither. Oh, sorry, I should have been. Oh, hey, there's a thing in front of me. I killed it.
All right, there you go.
There's a card in front of me.
So you're gonna want to come over in front of the sign because there's a double jump over here. This is
the double jump is so good. I did this earlier. Like, look at this, guys. Look at that jump. Oh, in the sunrise. This is iconic. I don't care who you are.
Oh, here he goes. Boom. Boom.
Oh, that's good
There
stuff.
he is. Okay, now I see him.
All right, so I'm just gonna leave that. There.
So yeah, now
That
you
looks
see,
so good.
you can do 20 other things. You can ride the roller coaster and then you can multitask. And so until somebody comes
clearly.
and
Yeah, exactly. No, I do like that, and the underground stuff, and the thing, and that just I can't wait till people get to experience this because it's genuinely good. So the news we had yesterday, Ben, our new sort of Minecraft liaison to the Minecraft community, and he's going to help us, build a server that will actually work for that kind of thing and let us optimize it. Yada yada yada. Right? Ben's cool. He's going to be a rock star in this space. We love Ben. Goes out and talks to this really, really awesome streaming building team in the Minecraft universe. Says, hey, do you guys want to come in and do it's basically a season, right? So you basically take an area in pure survival, and they build up a bunch of stuff, and it's dangerous, they can die, yada yada yada. And oh, dude, that looks so cool. Third party. Anyway,
when you fall into the hole.
Yeah, and it's massive, right? So these guys are gonna come in. They're gonna get a square kilometer. They're gonna be able to play, and they're going to be streaming the whole thing and building the whole thing up. And obviously all of us can go visit and see how they're doing. And it's going to be this big old thing, right? Massive in the Minecraft space. And so, it owning rail anywhere in the world is probably pretty good. Owning rail that's going to go out to this new sector is going to be interesting as well, right? So that we thought that was pretty big news. An hour or two later, we find out that a YouTube subscriber with 12 million subscribers is interested in doing something similar. Okay, that's some pretty big fucking news. All of the news I got today was better.
Really?
Yeah. I had a really amazing conversation with a very large crypto equity firm. And the guy's like an Our Planet degen, Mike. We became best friends very quickly. Yeah, he was telling me a degenerate.
Oh, okay.
So he's telling me about hey, did you know you could buy up Alien Worlds NFTs? I'm like, motherfucker, please. It was awesome.
1,000.
It was so good. Yeah, he's like, so I said, how many do you have? He goes oh man, I got about 3,000, 3,500. I'm like, yeah, it's not every day I beat an investment banker. But I might have 10,000 of those things for exactly the same reason. So we bonded.
I told you more than that in one batch one time.
Yeah, it was 4,500, I think. So yeah, we obviously had a great conversation, and I was the whole point to the call. I was telling him about my idea for the financial district, right? And so we're gonna have a place in Center City where basically large, it's like the crypto Wall Street, right? Where you're going to be able to go in and do DeFi and NFT stuff, but interact with these really large financial organizations in a meaningful way. So it's basically like a Disney-ified, gamified crypto Wall Street just down the street from the cathedral, right? Centrally located, pride of place, yada, 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 yada. So he starts having all these really, really, really good ideas about how I can, because I'm doing this myself, right? Because I know financial district, I'm sectoring it out. I want to make this thing work or whatever, right? Starts having really good ideas about it, real good. Bonding curves for sale prices, the whole 9 yards, right? Stuff I don't remotely understand. I'll just tell everyone that right now, no clue. And so I told him again, after he wants to build, he's gonna be down in the community cluster. Their company's gonna be down in the community cluster pretty soon, like today. So that's fun. Excited to build, excited to bring his kids in to build, is building huge palaces in no man's sky. He's been waiting for something like this. And Mike, you'll get a kick out of this. He was really sad he missed the Alien Worlds NFTs.
Yeah.
So
everybody, not just NFTs, the land sale.
The land sale, exactly. Is specifically what, so he's been sort of looking for this, right? At scale. And so I finally just told him, after an hour talking to him, I just said, okay, would you guys be interested in partnering with me on the financial district? Help me design it. Let's bring in all the heavy players, especially all the ones that you guys are connected to that you want to have sort of pride of place or whatever, right? And build this thing up to be a massive, gargantuan crypto Disneyland Wall Street. And he took exactly 2 seconds to say yes. So massive. So this is the biggest news, in my opinion, that we have received for the uplift, period. Right? As far as like a sort of financial thing and crypto thing or whatever, massive. So I go to MBlue's.
Put them right beside EOSUSA's land. We can connect the Bitcoin miners.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, actually, for his, we'll talk about that. That's something we could actually do, like a power pipe underneath or something like that, and do something like that. It'd be funny. Maybe in the net there. So the reason why I wanted to get into a little bit of detail about this is I got off there and went to tell MBlue because holy shit, this is fucking awesome. And he dropped news on my face. That sounds gross. That is significantly bigger than what I had.
And that was before this little...
so easy.
Yeah, so it's like today is fucked up. I just started laughing my fucking ass off. I'm like, okay. And I can't tell you guys what he said because I don't want to fuck it up. But it's like, as a musician, it's obscene. Like, obscene.
Well, like I say, every day it's like more, and especially as you get more and more of the experienced Minecraft community, and I don't know, hackers in a friendly term, is that no, you can take it to the next level. I mean,
with what Ben's talking about, like the gamification capacity is off the chain, right? And getting those, the Minecraft gamification wizards in is nuts. But imagine when we apply those game mechanics to DeFi in a giant building in the financial district, like working decentralized finance with NFTs.
So people could go in and do actual transactional business.
Not could, will. Right?
Well, I mean, even easy is there's a online on-chain decentralized exchanges and stuff like that. Like, say, you could easily bolt in any of those and be like,
right.
I definitely on Wax because we're integrated into Wax and some of the others, but
right. One of the biggest questions too that he had was like, is there at any point you're going to have these NFTs be portable to the Ethereum blockchain? I'll tell you guys this right now. Our team internally, I know Wax is working on it. Our team internally is almost done with that. So like NFTs that we have on Wax will be interchangeable easily with the entire Ethereum ecosystem.
Yeah,
so
what was 721 or what was the standard for that?
ER 721 sounds familiar. Don't quote me on that because it's not my jam, but something like that.
He says shit.
Yeah.
So Corey, Ginny asked if the is it the Hermitcraft guys? It turns out it's not. It's not.
No, it's not. Ben's
Ben
here.
knows
That's
them.
awesome. Ben's in there right now. That's awesome.
It's entirely possible that pretty soon we could interview some of the Hermitcraft guys in our world.
Ben, if you're still here, A, I love you. You're fucking fantastic. B, let's get that server done. C, if we can introduce the Hermitcraft people to Greg, we have to film it. And also he's going to need a diaper. And really, like our whole, I think a lot of the people in our OG builder community that were here kind of before all this happened are the same thing. Because like Greg's been bragging about Hermitcraft for like, I don't know, what, a year now?
A year, yeah.
So like that's like, for me meeting Ben Harper, right? Only for Greg, it'd be like, Hermitcraft. Maybe not quite like that, but like also maybe yes.
Well, I have a lot of respect for the amazing stuff they build in survival mode. They build stuff as cool as Boyd in survival mode, getting their shit blown up and zombies attacked, and
I'll tell you right now, Ben,
emeralds and all
mining their materials for the stuff that
legit.
They build.
Yeah, they're serious, and this is like we asked Ben what his thought was versus creative versus survival. He took 0.01 milliseconds to say survival. Period. Don't fuck around. If companies need creative, do it, but other than that, don't do it. Like basically what Greg has been trying to tell us for a long time. So, that conversation is ongoing. I think the answer to it will become obvious to everyone soon. That said, like if we can get Hermitcraft in, like if they want a square kilometer to do some fun stuff, and again, like whether they parcel it out and sell it off or do whatever, I don't care. Like that's on the table for them because it'd be a great thing for us. And then they could meet my friend Greg, and I will have given him a present that is good.
We have the Hermitcraft people come in and do a build to auction off for charity.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, it's what we do, right? And again, like it's with Uplift Art. So 50% goes to Uplift Donate, 25% goes to the Uplift. And we would probably split that between the rewards pool and the Uplift, and 25% goes to Hermitcraft. So they make bank. Because and here's the thing that most people don't understand. Well, we could fractionalize it on the NFT side. So, instead of just having one big piece that we auction off, we could actually auction off all the pieces to it, and it would be individual pixels or areas. And then you could see the main thing, but your NFT would be a small part of it. That's something I know that the team is working on for like really high end artists who have already ordered, getting this stuff done with the other project we're connected to. So long story short, guys, like I'm gonna go take a nap to see what happens.
Hey, I got one idea that popped into my head on your survival versus creative. I say, go survival, but maybe we put some kind of a mechanism where the I don't know, not the Federation, what do you call kind of the overseeing the Crownlandia, whatever, gets resources, and I mean we'll donate them over there or whatever, and then they sell them at 10 cents on the market value or whatever to projects that are getting started. Is that look, because you would never have gotten this roller coaster if I were stuck in survival mode. I mean,
no, this is good. I like this. So basically, right, like we because it's needing to gift yourself stuff in creative. That's probably the biggest hang up.
Correct.
Okay. So if I understand this correctly, we could set it up so that there's like a foundation, and maybe that foundation like has creative so they can kind of mint on demand kind of.
Well, that was one thought, was that if they can just do it and control it, and even sell it 10 cents on the dollar, not to wreck the economy, but take half and throw that into your pot. Because I know that's kind of hey, everything we get, let's just take a little sliver, and that's how you pay for it, right, Greg?
Yep.
Anyway, that was what popped into my head.
I really like that idea, because then that, because it sort of still has its keel in the economic river. I think there's a lot of interesting things that we can do with that. But then it really does, turn around and go, okay, like we can figure out what would it cost to actually make this supply wise, right? And if people want to just mine and donate stuff, we can actually be a central buyer as well, right? Which, like that, I mean, that just got way more interesting, because now the people that want to come in and mine stuff or create this stuff at scale, we're the buyer of last resort, but that creates a floor under the whole economy.
Well, but I also think, I mean, it doesn't have to be the floor, but maybe entitled to, projects. Like if you have a big community land or, whatever, maybe not just every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a 50 by 50 plot, but you don't need this kind of resources. I mean, this was an entire forest worth of, fence posts.
Right.
So I was just trying to think of that, because my first answer was, oh, you got to have creative, otherwise you'll never get anything big. Well, what if you do a happy medium and maybe take a little sliver off to put into the community pot? Anyway, something to think about.
No, I love that. Well, because we were talking about like renting creative out, but this is a lot more interesting, right? Like, because then, companies or whatever, they're still coming in and they have the ability to apply some resources to a resource glut problem that ends up feeding the rewards pool and feeding whatever sort of group we have running that, right? Which I think would be really, really cool for them as well. No, that's interesting.
And you can self control it. Is that, put I don't know, if you own a community lot, you got entitled for it or whatever. And then, maybe you're okay. You can rent creative mode for a day, because there's still going to be people that want to fly. There's still maybe the same people. Probably not.
Yeah, it could be. Anyway, no. And then the only real backstop, like if we do rent out the creative mode kind of stuff, the only real backstop is basically being able to pay for an inspector to come in, and we can do this actually probably on the software side, right? Like, did they spawn 18 trillion diamonds or whatever, right? That's the only real problem with that, is like having that stuff available for, projects that want to do that. But then, still creating an economy for the rest of the world that is,
well,
really, really
even
rich.
if somebody does use a big pile of diamonds to build something, I'm looking at you, Boyd. You could basically you could create a region block that they can't ever take it down and use it. You know what I mean? Once they're placed,
they're blood diamonds.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Anyway, so there's lots of there. I think the along that line is something I definitely am very interested in exploring that more. Even the Go ahead.
You didn't get to see the Bitcoin mine, but Greg informed me that I've got like $1 billion worth of
more emeralds. He's got emeralds like you got sea lanterns down in there.
I approve.
Yeah, you'll see when you watch the video. All right, let's wrap this up. I want a minute with you guys before we hang up the call, but I'm going to let everybody off the broadcast here.
60 minutes on the dot. Perfect.
Beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. All right, guys. More uplift constantly in your face. That's what's going to happen over the next week or so.
Yeah.
You want to say the thing, Corey?
Sasquatch is fucking real, dude.
That's it.